Hi, my name is Melissa Gordon, and I am the founder and creator of Happy Head's all-natural treatment and prevention product line for head lice. And this is my daughter, Olive.
Hi.
Today we're going to talk about the hot topic of checking your child for head lice. I know that this can be a stressful sort of situation. Your kids get home from camp, or they go back to school and you hear other kids have head lice and you get worried that your child might also have head lice. And this time of year in particular, it's very important to do a proper check for head lice and a thorough check. And you can't always rely on the camp nurse or the nurse at school to do a thorough enough check. So this is what we're going to look at today with using Olive as the model. And what we're going to be looking for primarily in this check are the eggs or the nits. And you don't usually see the bugs themselves because they rarely present themselves. When you part the hair, they're very fast and they scurry off, so you don't see them. Sometimes you do, but mostly you don't. So what we're looking for today are the eggs. And the eggs have a very particular look. They are usually whitish or grayish or brownish, and they're attached to an individual hair or the hair shaft, very close to the scalp, like about 1/8 of an inch off the scalp. And they're attached on an angle. So that means they do not wrap all the way around the hair shaft. They only rest on one side or are glued to one side of the hair shaft. They don't flake off or flick off or blow off. They're stuck there with a special glue. They're not coming off unless you pull them off in a special way. So if you were to picture a stem of a leaf, that would be the hair. And the egg is the leaf on the stem, so it's kind of like this on an angle. So the only tools what we need, it's very simple, to check for lice is a comb, a plastic comb. I like this one because it's kind of a fine tooth comb, and 3 rubber bands, and a couple of clips if you have them. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do with Olive's hair is we're going to part it in half. She has nice thick hair. And we're going to put the one half that we're not checking yet into a ponytail. Okay. And then on the second half, we're actually going to divide it because, again, she has really thick hair. We're going to half this, and we're going to put the front quarter into the section. And then this back area, we're going to start to check. Okay. One very important aspect of checking for head lice is having a good source of light. So sunlight is actually the best source for checking for lice. If you don't have sunlight, then a spotlight, like a desk lamp that you can shine directly on your child's head, works really well. And also, you may need a magnifier if it's hard for you to see. So we're going to start with this section back here. Olivia's going to rest her head, and this gives us a very good view of the nape, where lice often like to lay eggs, and also I can see very well behind the back of her ear, which is another hot spot for eggs. So these are really important places to look for the lice, or the nits rather. So you're going to take the fine comb, and I'm holding this section of her hair, and I'm just going to fan through slowly, section by section here, and look to see if there's any of those little white eggs. If you go slow enough, you can really get a good view of the different strands of hair, and her head looks very clean. Sometimes you see little bits of dandruff or flakes, and if they flick off, then it's not a nit. So you just keep going. And being very careful here to look all along the side of her ear. And I'm just letting the hairs kind of fall away and she looks great. So, Olivia, now you can put your head up, honey. As you get a little higher up on the part, you can just continue this process. Keep going up and letting the hair fall away. Until this whole section is done. When this section's finished, what you want to do is put it in a ponytail because you know it's all checked and all clean. And then you want to move on to the front part. Okay, so put your head down, honey. And as you can see, I have a really good view here around her ears. And I can just let the hair fall away. And her hair looks beautiful. When you get to the front more, sit up, hon. Look this way. You can sort of do the same thing up at the forehead. And you just slowly sift through until you've gone through it all. Okay, and when this side's done, you put it up and you check the same way on the other side. This whole process, even on a thick head of hair like Olive, should take no more than 10 minutes. That's how you check for head lice in a child with long hair. So in the event that you do find nits or bugs in your child's hair, be sure to check out www.happyheadsproducts.com for more information, more tips, and for great products for naturally treating head lice. And check back on the blog often for new updated tips and information. Thanks.